Ryan Garcia, people thought Ryan was trying to use you as a pawn as he shook your hand on camera after the racist rant. Did you know about the racist rant before?
Yeah.
You cool with Ryan?
I am cool with Ryan. First of all, I don't know if that was really him saying all that racist stuff. Second of all, he ain't the first person that said that shouldn't have been saying that I shook their hand.
Right.
So I ain't tripping on Ryan.
Right.
Man, he cool with me. He ain't called me
he did?
He said he didn't call me.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Owning labels. You own your own label, Taylor Gang Entertainment.
Yep.
Having been in the business, I think it's probably easier for you to own a company because you understand the inner workings of said company and how the business actually works. Mm-hmm. And you can tell the guys, it don't work like that.
Right.
Because, sometimes people have a preconceived notion of how they think the business works or how they think it should work when you've actually been in the business and you know how the business works. Mm-hmm. What's the hardest thing to try to get artists to understand as they're coming in and they're new and you've been at this thing for 20 years?
I think the hardest thing to get them to understand is like, let me think on that. I think the hardest thing to get them to understand is like the process of getting to that big point that they're trying to get to. Because when you're an artist, you think everyone is it. You're like, this is the one, this is it. And then you just start to figure out like by number 10, you're like, oh shit, like that wasn't it. Like, but even on number 10, you still think it's the one. Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell an artist, like, this might not be it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put your all into it. We're going to do everything that we can. But if it doesn't, like, blow up or take off or put you in a $5 million house, it's not because we're not on your team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just ain't it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because everybody thinks they're going to be the next Jay-Z, the next Wiz, the next Snoop, the next...
And they think everything that they do is going to be that thing to do it for them. Nobody, and that's a good thing, because if you're an artist, you want to be confident. Like you don't want to be like, oh, man, this might or might not. You be like, man, this is going to get me the up out of here. But you got to be ready to deal with it. Not
if it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of don't know how to deal with that, and they don't know how to keep riding it out if that doesn't happen immediately.
Is it hard to manage rappers that want to rap, but they still want to be in the game?
It's not hard for me because I don't do it. I would never.
Because once they come to you and says, okay, if you coming to do this, we're going to do this. Yeah. Now, if you try to do this and that, you can stay over there because I don't want no part of that.
You can't do that. You can't do that with me at all. There's none of that. Yeah, because there's no 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like, the other one is going to outweigh the other one. The bad one is going to outweigh the good one. You know what I mean? You're not going to get $1 million and be like, okay, now I could stop like doing what I was doing.
Right.
You're going to go to jail and you're not ever going to get the opportunity to reach it to where you were supposed to be doing what you were supposed to be doing. Or it's going to set you back so far that you're just fucking up your chances by gambling. And I don't gamble like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather like, take time and build something up and, just work at it. Like, instead of like trying to have both. Like, I don't do that. So, nah.
Are you doing something with college athletes?
Oh, well, I had done a few NILs.
Okay, how did it go?
It went really good.
Okay.
It was like low key, like some of the first little situations, and it like, it did a lot for the artist. I mean, for the artist, it did a lot for the athlete, and for what we were promoting.
Right.
So it was a good little thing.
You signed Juicy J, Ty Dolla $ign. Mm-hmm. Why do you think they trusted you? Because I think everybody's heard these stories, Wiz, about the music industry.
Yeah.
And man, I got had.
Yeah.
Man, I made like $4.42 on my first album.
Yeah.
And the album did $10 million.
Yeah, nah, hell no. I think at that time, not even at that time, but just in general, like, we have such a influence, you know what I'm saying, of like what's cool and what's not cool. And, Ty working on his music for a long ass time and just needing that platform, not really needing, but just that platform being there you know, just took it to the next level. And Juicy already being a legend and just having a reinvention, I think it just all like just had to do with like timing and us really being cool with each other, us really f***ing with each other, loving each other's music, supporting each other. And in turn, you know, it created a wave like that everybody through the fans and, you know, everybody got to experience. It still gets to experience.
Ty Dolla, he and Kanye released the album Vultures. If they ask him to get on, you know, ask you to get on Vultures 2 with him, you down?
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Because I'm thinking like, how do you determine who you gonna rock with on the album?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't.
Somebody hit you up and say, hey, Wiz, we want to get you on this.
I'm down to work with anybody, yo.
Yeah, but 250, 500, what are they looking for?
Well, Ty's my brother, so I'm not charging him nothing. Like,
okay,
you my brother, you nothing. If you got a budget, like you said, like 250, yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna be no rapper there.
Nah, but if like you the homie, so like you can get a verse whenever. If you text me and be like, Wiz, I got this song, you send me the song, I'll send it back to you the same night. With a verse on there, ad-libs.
I'm about to get up into it.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Get a little liquid there.
Yep. But I told you, I own everything now.
Huh? Whoa. See, I knew it was a catching that somewhere. I read you almost signed Lil Uzi Vert. Why you didn't sign him?
Shit, he signed with Cannon and Drama, but he was like down with Taylor Gang.
Yeah.
And we wanted to manage, like co-manage.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever supposed to be like a label thing because we had brought him through Atlantic.
Right.
And they were always supposed to handle like that side of it. But it was more supposed to be like co-management type of thing. But even just him ending up with Drama and Cannon and Lake and them, like they're still family. So it's like, it's a win-win.
How do you determine an artist that you want to work with, that you want to sign to your label, that you will like want to help grow? How do you determine that, Wiz?
I just go off if I like them or not. Like, if I like their music, usually I'll catch on to an artist's music like before it takes off, so I can see the potential in like the wave, or you know what I mean. They might have like a cool little fan base. They got their own little lingo and all of this stuff. So it's like, damn, I could see what that world is, and I could see what, you know, our platform can do for that world. That's usually what makes me want to work with an artist.
Are you listening to artists now? Do you like, okay, do people send you a lot of stuff and say, hey, Wiz, take a listen to this, tell me what you think?
Yeah, they send me a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of people just off of me being a legend in the game at this point, they're like, I would love to work with Wiz, or, you know, I would be signed to Taylor Gang, blah, blah, blah. But I just think the way that the game is set up now, it just makes more sense for artists to really work for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
really?
Yeah, unless you're a writer or unless you already have a complete package and you're just looking to go to the next level and you don't want to do like all the work independently and you're looking for somebody to do that. But my advice for any artist would just be like, just do it all yourself, yo.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.